calling to express my feelings to the death of the late Nelson Mandela, the former South African president. Now, can you agree with me that the world is mourning the death of the freedom champion in South Africa, Nelson Mandela? Mandela was a great champion of freedom and human dignity in South Africa. And after all, he managed to restore peace, which South Africa had lost for many, many years, especially after the colonial rule and the white domination in South African government. On my side, Mandela has inspired my life. I was still young when Mandela was president, but history can tell, and through history, I've been able to know who Mandela was. Now, there are 5 things that will make me remember Nelson Mandela. First thing is the struggle for freedom in South Africa. As we know, Mandela started the struggle many, many, many years ago, especially 1960s. Mandela was expelled from the university when he was doing studies in law studies. He was expelled because of leading the majority of Africans to fight for their own freedom. And this made him into jail. So I remember Mandela for that big role he played to make sure that Africans are free in their own country, something which later was succeeded. So, after struggling for those freedom and dignity, Mandela was taken into jail. This is the second thing which will make me remember Mandela. He was jailed for almost 27 years. 27 years. It's from 1963 to 1990. Imagine. 27 in jail. The man was very tolerant. And even when he was released, he didn't give up. He went on fighting for South African freedom. He was not scared to be taken back to the jail in Robben Island, but he went on struggling to make sure that peace, freedom, and dignity are restored in South Africa. That thing will make me remember Mandela for the rest of my life, because it's very, very, very unique. No one to compare. No one has ever done that. I will remember Mandela. Another thing that will make me remember Mandela is that even after coming into power, he didn't revenge to those who made him into jail. They were there, but he didn't want to revenge. He could do that. He could have done that. But what he wanted to do is to make sure that South Africa is the country of peace. South Africa is a country where black people are respected. They are treated equal with the whites. That was the mission of Nelson Mandela, and he did it. So he didn't want to revenge those who made him into jail. He made them free. But the good thing he wanted to make is to restore freedom. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, equal access to social services, etc. And one of his speeches said, South Africa was a country of both black and white. Both black and white. Not whites alone, or not black two races coexist in South Africa. So all races could be treated equally. That thing Mandela, I will remember Mandela. Another thing is that Mandela was, when he came into power, he didn't stay much longer as many people expected. He spent only 5 years into power. 5 years. It's from 1994 to 1999. Imagine. I know most of the people wanted him to stay into power for such a long time to compensate the pain he suffered in jail. But he couldn't. So from that point, I realized that the intention was not to come into power. The intention of Nelson Mandela was to make equality among the South African society. The society where black people are respected. The society where blacks and whites are treated equal by the government. That was the mission Mandela had as he started involving himself in politics. That thing he did, and it was a very, very tough job to do. I remember Mandela for that thing. Another thing that will make me remember Mandela is that even after resigning from presidency, he started helping people. He started a foundation, Nelson Mandela Foundation, to make sure that the poor people get better life, children go to school, health service, etc. So we can see this type of leader Mandela was. He played a great role. Mandela has left. Everyone will remember Mandela. If you don't know Mandela exactly, make sure that you read. There are so many books which have been written. You can get to know who Mandela was, and make sure that you try to do what Mandela did. There are things to learn. First is to fight for your own freedom. Your own. You should be in the front line to make sure that you get those rights. And you fight in a proper way so that you get them. Another thing is to be tolerant in whatever you're doing. Be very tolerant. When you become tolerant, at the end of the day, you bear the fruits of your tolerance. So never give up. Don't allow yourself to fail, and never fail to try. Do it whenever you get an opportunity. Do it and show it. That's the way you can succeed. That's the way you can prosper and move on. Struggle for your own rights. As the champion Mandela has taught us, me and you, we all together we can. Let's do it. Let's play our part. And the things start from our own families, from the family level, village level, street level, to the town, then go nationalize. What we need is courage to do what we think is right. What we think is right. If you think it is not right, never dare do that, because you suffer the consequence. Thank you very much. We all celebrate Mandela's life. We celebrate Mandela's life. We don't have to cry because he has passed away. No. We have to celebrate because Mandela did what he was supposed to do. So, that is a challenge to us. We have to make sure that we maintain the peace he brought. ensure that we live in a society which is free from segregation in terms of races. And